This book is a visual history, a scrapbook of my upbringing in the Bronx.
The Bronx Documentary Center hosted a socially distanced evening of hip-hop history featuring legendary photographer Conzo Jr. and hip-hop pioneer Grandmaster Caz, discussing Conzo's iconic body of work, Born in the Bronx, a visual history of the birth of hip-hop.
So this is our first in-person event. We decided to do it in the courtyard and the outdoors as well, just to make room for a lot of folks.
I had no idea what I was documenting that would become so important in today's culture we call hip-hop. And again, I was just a chubby little kid taking pictures back then of my friends that I grew up with.
Well, I mean, prior to photographs, flyers were hand-drawn and made, and so there were no images of the artists. There were just names. Joe put a face on those names, and he, along with other people, started to document the culture in a way where you can really see it. It's like you're there.
Through his lens, Conzo tells a story of how hip-hop music rose through the ashes and decay in the Bronx between the 1970s and 80s.
So even with all that devastation or anything like that, you still found music and you still found family.
The book also features Conzo's most iconic work, which he shares were actually accidents.
This is actually a mistake. My flash didn't go off. And when I developed the film, I was so upset because the flash didn't go off. So I have a series of pictures where the flash went off. But looking back at it now, it's one of my most iconic photographs because of the silhouette.
You didn't mean to do that. The way that light just shines between us, it created that ring around the microphone. I mean, you couldn't plan that. You couldn't plan that.
No,
I'm just saying.
Conzo co-authored the since sold out and out-of-print original Born in the Bronx book in 2007. Participants got an opportunity to purchase and receive autographed copies of a new re-release version at the event.
We did 8,000 copies of that, and it's so hard to find where you see it on eBay for over $1,000. So we got together and, decided to re-release it, but an expanded version of it.
The new expanded edition of Born in the Bronx, A Visual History of the Birth of Hip-Hop is available for purchase on onexrun.com. Make sure to follow at Bronx Documentary Center on social media for future events. Reporting for BronxNet, Sonyi Lopez.